We know, Canada, you have a lot of questions about COVID-19, and every morning at this time, 7:40, set your clock, we are going to work and get you the answers that you need. Today, we are joined by infectious diseases specialist, Dr. Bogoch. Good to have you with us again. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I want to start with this one sent in by a viewer. A man in Phoenix has died, and his wife is in critical condition after taking this is a medication that is supposed to be used to medicate for malaria. It has been touted by U.S. President Donald Trump, as you know, as a possible treatment. What is it?
Yeah, we have to be very careful. So this is a drug called chloroquine. There's a related drug called hydroxychloroquine. And the reason that there's so much hype and fuss about this drug is because there was a very small study that was done enrolling about 25 to 30 people in it, where they looked at this drug to see maybe does this work with a COVID-19 infection. And, you know, in these very, very small studies, it's hard to actually determine truly if it works or not. But there was a shred of evidence that said, you know, maybe this could work. So what's happening now is there's large clinical trials that are enrolling patients to actually understand if it works or not. But nobody can look you in the eye and tell you with a straight face right now that this is an effective treatment. We just don't know. But of course, people, you know, some people think that the data is already solid and maybe taking this medication. It is not. It is still experimental.
All right. We have one that comes from Luce Michelle on Instagram. She wants to know, for people who still need to go out and to work, people like us here, what do you recommend they do upon returning home to ensure they don't contaminate their household and their family?
Yeah, that's a great question. And, you know, I've seen a lot of individual differences and variations on this. But, you know, I think a lot of it depends on what you do, who you really might be exposed to throughout the day. You know, some of us are having sort of work clothes and home clothes. You know, when you get home, you can change and launder the clothes that you used while you're out at work, and then just wear different clothes around the house. I think that's a completely reasonable approach. Other people who have like really, truly little to no exposure based on their day-to-day work aren't doing that. I think that's acceptable as well. I think it really is individualized to what you do and what you come into contact with. Personally, I'm changing. If I'm on home isolation, but when I wasn't, I was changing my clothes when I came into the house and was laundering them.
Dr. Bogoch, when you wash them, do you wash them on like a sanitized setting? Can you wash it just in the regular cycle?
Oh my God, now you're getting the fire's under my butt on TV. I don't know, I just push the buttons and put the soap in.
People are gonna ask us, so I'm gonna ask you while I have you.
What cycle? You just turn it on and put soap in and push go.
You teach me. I have so much to teach you about laundry, but we've got to get to a question last. There's a lot of DIY masks that you see out there. There's on YouTube and Instagram how to make them. Are they helpful? A lot of these are like sort of a fashion fabric mouth covering. Are those helpful?
No, I think we got to be very careful with those. You know, I don't think they are. The masks that are made for medical purposes are made in a certain manner. We have to remember that these are up to certain standards, and they're not reusable as well. These DIY masks at home, I don't think are going to be very helpful whatsoever. But I appreciate that people are nervous. I appreciate that people are concerned and might be getting creative. And I guess that's okay, but I just don't think there should be a false sense of safety if people are wearing those masks.
All great answers to questions coming in from our viewers. We appreciate your time today. Thanks, Dr. Bogoch.
Anytime.
And a reminder, as always, if you have questions, please send them to us on social media. We will try to get the answers for you as best we can. Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.